14(2) of the Urban Areas and Cities Amendment Act 2019. Excellency the Governor, Honorable Stephen Sang, in a letter dated 4th April 2024, forwarded to the Nandi County Assembly the names of the nominees for vetting on their suitability to serve in the Kapsabet Municipality Board. Consequently, newspapers advertisement notice was issued on 16 May 2024, inviting the nominee to be vetted for the position they were nominated to. Further, pursuant to Nandi County Assembly Standing Orders 46(1)(3), the Honorable Speaker committed the nominee to the Committee on Administration and Public Service for vetting and consideration. Before we can proceed, may I ask legal officer to administer the oath to the nominee.
Welcome, nominee. With me is a document for oath before vetting. I'll ask you to inform the committee whether you subscribe to any religion. Christianity. Kindly be upstanding.
Christianity.
With me also is a Bible. You'll confirm whether you'll be swearing or affirming. You'll be swearing. Kindly proceed and swear yourself.
I, Mildred Chelimo, having been invited for approval, hearing and present documents before the Administration and Public Service Committee, I do hereby swear that whatever I say and present before this committee shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, in the line with the Constitution of Kenya and all other laws of the land. And I will be, to the best of my ability, aid it, find the truth without fear, favor, bias, affection, or prejudice. So help me God.
Thank you. You can proceed to put in your name and append your signature. Thank you, nominee. You can have your seat and all the best.
Thank you so much. Let us proceed. Nominee, we are going to engage you in 60 minutes. You will be expected to answer questions through the chair, and the questioning will be largely bordered on your suitability to occupy the office of member of Kapsabet Municipality. Members of the committee will therefore ask you questions about your suitability to occupy the said office. And before then, I will give you 7 minutes to tell us your summary of the story of your life and that who you are, your academic journey, career, and experience.
Thank you, Chair. I am an advocate of the High Court of Kenya. I was born and raised at Kiptuya village, Kiptuya location, that is within Nandi County. My primary school, I went to Cheptigok Primary School. It's within Kapkangani area. And later I joined Turbo Girls High School for my KSCAC before proceeding to Moi University for my LLB degree. After completion of the degree, I joined Kenya School of Law for my postgraduate diploma, upon which I was admitted as an advocate of the High Court. I've been practicing in Kericho for 3 years under the law firm of E.A. Morina and Company Advocates before I came back to Kapsabet and opened my own law firm, which is Chelimo and Company Advocates, located at Samo Plaza, 2nd floor. in which I'm the sole proprietor and managing partner. We have other advocates, and our area of practice comprises commercial law, conveyancing, family law, criminal law, and we have a vast number of clients whom we deal with. In the past 6 years, since the year 2017, I've been the chair LSK Kapsabet chapter, in which we did many of pro bono work and community work. Under my leadership, I was a member of the Court Users Committee, in which we found that in the year 2020, after the outbreak of Corona, we came up with a project in which we established an ICT system in the prisons. We also, after some time, there was the public health contained the toilets in Kapsabet locals, and under my leadership, we were managed to construct a public toilet, which was later commissioned by the High Court. I'm also a professional mediator. I undertook my training, and I'm certified as a professional mediator. Also in the year 2012, I was engaged as a consultant by Kericho Interfaith and Chemonix USAID, in which I was able to come out with a peace action plan for Kericho County. At that time, there was the issue of boundary determination, and a lot of conflict arose. So I was able to come up with a proper peace action plan that was put into place. I believe under my leadership, I have been able to get the advocates in Kapsabet united. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let me give members to introduce themselves, and I begin. I am Honorable Emmanuel Chemalan, Chair to this committee.
I am Keter Julius, MCA Chemondo Kamgetu Nyuat.
Good morning, nominee.
Good morning.
My name is Honorable Silas Kogo, MCS Sangalo Keblonik Ward in Mosop Sub-County, and also member to this committee. Thank you.
Honorable Itzak Mosbey, MCA Kaptumo Kaboy Ward, and a member of this committee.
Sarah Mutual, MCA Kudrai, member of this committee.
I'm Honorable Matata Benjamin Kirich, MCA Kapsabet Ward, member of this committee, and also I want to declare that I have no conflict of interest because the nominee resides in my ward. Thank you.
Secretariat.
I'm Kibet Agri, Committee Secretariat.
I'm Isabella Mayo, Deputy Clerk, Legislative and Procedural Services.
I'm Kiro Justice, part of the Secretariat.
My name is Eliud Sang. Thank you so much. Let us proceed. Nominee, do you have the following clearances as required by Chapter 6 of the Constitution? Tax compliance certificate?
Yes.
Clearance certificate from HELP?
Yes.
Self-declaration form from ESCC?
Yes.
Certificate of good conduct?
I have a receipt for the same.
Clearance from recognized credit?
Yes.
Bureau?
I have it.
Kindly can you submit the clerk, including your original ID? Thank you so much. Let us proceed. At a personal level, what is your net worth?
As I stated in my declaration, the forms which I filled last Friday, it's 20 million. That consists of both immovable and movable properties, which I own.
Thank you so much. Now I'm going to give honorable members to ask questions. Let me begin with Honorable Keter.
Thank you and welcome. Since you are an advocate of High Court of Kenya,
Yes.
which law provides for appointment of the municipality board?
The Urban Areas and Cities Act, number 13 of 2011.
Thank you. What made you to think that you are fit for this board? Convinced me.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I've been able to lead advocates. As you know, the learned phrases are not easy to lead, but I have been able to lead them for over 6 years. And I also a transformative leader. When I see an issue, I have to raise a solution to it. I can give you a case study. In last year, the road leading to my residence was in a very bad state due to, we understand, the weather in Nandi. As a community, we came together under my leadership. We reached out to our area MCA and who promised us his support. And within 2 weeks, we were able to make that road. He gave us the machines, and I was able to convince the people, and they understood the task, and we were able to make the road. So I know when I see the situation in Kapsabet Municipality, I know I have the capacity, and also I know the laws which are there. We will ensure the board works under the law to provide solution to the municipality. Thank you.
Okay, maybe last one more question is that tell me, name for me wards that are within the municipality.
We have the main one, which is Kapsabet ward. We have Chemundu ward, part of Kosirai and Kiliboni ward forms the municipality.
That is perfect. Thank you, Chair.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, Honorable Keter. Let me proceed and keep Honorable Koko.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. To nominee, what are some of the roles of a municipality board?
Thank you, Chair. I believe as a municipal board, we have to come up with a development plan for the municipality. We have to formulate plans, strategies as per the law. We also have a function to maintain information on the administration of the municipality, which can be accessed to the public. We have to also to manage and ensure the service provider provide efficient services, and also to ensure that waste disposal in the municipality is done effectively. But though most of the functions which are delegated to be delegated by the county executive government with the approval of the county assembly, like collection of revenues, and also if there's an infrastructure to be developed under the management of the board, but the same has to be delegated by the county executive.
My next question is, what's your vision of Kapsabet municipality, and how do you plan to leverage your expertise to achieve sustainable development and improved urban planning in the area?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I believe as at now, we have seen the reviews which are going around in the media about Kapsabet town, that the roads are not good, that the waste disposal is not efficient. Under the membership of the board, if I am given the opportunity, we'll find a system, come up with a vision on how the waste management can be done effectively. We have seen as at the moment you find that there is the dumping site which contains the waste which are mixed, both recyclable, the ones from the market, they are mixed. And we find that the collection and the transportation system are not that up to date. We will come up with a way we find that these are some countries which have introduced the bin system, in which there are different types of bins which are situated in strategic places within the town. Those are degradable waste, like those wastes from the market, vegetables that can rot. They can be put in one particular bin. The other one, bottles and maybe containers that can be recycled. They can be put in one bin, and the hazardous waste in another one. So for this, the degradable one, we will find a system in which we can treat the same and we can use them as manure in our farms. Maybe the challenge that is there that we don't have a particular place, a dumping site, because there was that issue about using the public cemetery as a dumping site. So we'll have to come up with a place in which we can have this project there where for treatment and disposal of this waste. For recyclable, we can contact the companies and see how the same can be returned to the companies. So the main issue will be we collect the refuse, we recycle, and we reuse those which we can reuse. Thank you.
Maybe my last question before I hand over, through the chair. With street families living within the municipality, what is your take, and how are you going to cope with the same? Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Since my university education, I've been able to I adopted a child. She finished Form 4 last year. We can come up with a project. We have the youth hall there, in which we have, there's a pastor who usually take them and talk to them. They can be rehabilitated if we build a center and see how we can empower them. Most of them, you find they have families. I usually talk to them in the evenings when I go there, usually located near the supermarket. I talk to them. You find that most of them, the mothers are the ones who are selling in the market. So in the evening, they usually go home. It's only a few who remain in the street. So it's possible to rehabilitate them and take them if we can encourage the families or find a center in which we can train them and see how they can change. There's a project in which I saw somebody taking one and they trained him as a mechanic and he came off the street. So it's possible. We cannot just carry them and place them somewhere, but we can rehabilitate them.
Thank you, Chair.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Honorable Gogo. Let me move ahead and invite Honorable Mosby.
Advocate Mildred, I want to first of all congratulate you for the nomination.
Thank you.
To this position.
Thank you.
And as I do that, I just want to ask you, I'm looking at your net worth, although you've not broken it down. And the reason I'm asking you this is because the trend currently in the country and also in Nandi is when somebody is appointed to a given position, they look at it as an opportunity to enrich themselves. What is the remuneration of a board member?
Thank you, Chair. I believe for a board member, they are not given salaries. A board members are given allowances, which is determined by the executive committee with approval of the county assembly, and mostly is as per the remuneration, salaries and remuneration order.
Again, in your law firm, and the activities you do, apparently you have a lot. I mean, your hands are full. Will you really find time to do the municipality work from what we know of you?
Thank you, Chair. I am in private practice, which means that is my office. As advocates, we maintain a diary. And most of the time you'll find that according to the diary, I'll know when it's possible for me not to attend court. And with the court system, you are allowed as an advocate to fix your matters on those days that you are available. So it's possible. And also, as I mentioned earlier, I have other advocates and associates in the office. So for me, my work, I am just a manager. I do those cases, but I still can delegate to others. And also, I believe I have mentored many. So the roles can be taken up with, by other persons so that we can achieve the vision that we will have at that time. Thank you.
It is acknowledged, and even by this committee, that one of the challenges of the municipality within the municipality is corruption. Given your legal background, how do you intend to curb, reduce, or even stop corruption completely in Kapsabet municipality?
Thank you, Chair. That is not a one-man job. Maybe what I'll ensure is in any decision making, I'll follow what the law provides to ensure that there's integrity and impartiality. For any decision to be made by the board, it has to be unanimous. So even if it's one person who has been given money or something to give the tender, it will not be possible unless all of us agree. And it's not possible to corrupt a whole board, the whole number of the boards. So it's not that I can promise that as a person I'll end corruption, but I'll ensure that in every decision we make, it follows the law.
So, yeah, in your opinion, you don't have that personal kind of drive to help, say, stop corruption within Kapsabet municipality?
As I've said, Mr. Chair, is that I work with integrity. As an advocate, there are most cases where we are approached to change the decision and the outcome of the matter. But I've been able to withstand everything and ensure justice is done. The same way I'll apply in the board to ensure that in every procurement and every decision we make, we will follow the law to the letter. If the law provides that and the person meets the requirements that have been stated, then that will not be corruption. And as at that, knowing that the board has followed the procedure, then I believe we will end corruption.
Finally, Chair, there are towns which are fast coming, neighboring the municipalities. One of them is Kaptumo. And one of the challenges of Kaptumo is waste management. There is no dump site there. There is, as a municipality that is conferred with a charter, how do you intend to help such small towns coming up?
I believe there is a defined scope for the function of the board. And while I stated earlier how we are going to deal with waste management, I believe the same can be adopted in those small towns. Recently, I got an opportunity to go to a place called Huye in Rwanda. There is a day they set aside every Thursday of the week, 20 minutes. Everyone comes out and ensures the place is clean every day. I know it's possible and it's workable. And every business owner ensures that every building, their building has pavement up to the road. If the same can be adopted in our towns, that is not a small town. As long as the population is growing, we need to have effective waste management system. And that one begins not even with the laws and policies. We have to involve the decision making with the common mwananchi. We change their mindset about the way they dispose of the waste products, then we'll have a clean town. But even if we put in place rules and laws and we say, we'll take men to court, but still the thing will remain. So we have to engage the public themselves and see how we can come up with measures on how to change the towns and make the waste management efficient and functional. Thank you.
Chair. So specifically, there is no way you will not make a decision, you as a board, on how to assist, because how to assist these towns that are coming up.
We have, Chair, I believe we have a scope as per the charter. We have a scope in which we can deal with the matter. If our functions will not...
It's okay, Chair. I've gotten your point.
Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Mosbe. Let me invite Honorable Sarah Rupeti.
Thank you, Chair. Welcome, Advocate Chelimo.
Thank you.
From Kapsabet Ward.
Thank you.
Okay. So, being a legal officer, if given chance to be one of the board members of municipality, actually, what will be your major role now in that board, being an advocate?
Thank you, Chair. I believe as an advocate, I'll have to ensure that any policy we make, it will be according to the provision of the Constitution and the laws of Kenya that are in existence. Because most of the time you find that our board meets and come up with rules that go contrary to the provision of the Constitution, then it raises cases in court. Because we have also property rights. And if our private property is not administered according to the law, then we'll have cases which rise against the municipality. And that will be cost which will be incurred with the municipality. So I'll ensure we follow the law and the rules provided.
Okay. So thank you for your humanitarian heart. I've heard that you adopted a child who is now in high school. You have been visiting those who are in prison. So I thank you for that.
Welcome.
So Kapsabet as a municipality, there is rampant use of drugs, abuse of drugs. There are a lot of gender violence. So what is actually your take, or what is your vision or plans that you can put in place to cap up all these messes within our municipality?
Thank you, Chair. Currently, I'm working with an organization called IRDO, Impact Research Development Organization. It's based at Toyoi Plaza, whereby I think it's monthly. We meet with they call them key population. That encompasses sexual workers, those people who inject drugs. And each time I talk to them, I do counseling. And in cases where there's those gender-based violences, also I follow up to court. I am their legal pro bono lawyer. So when those issues arise, I also follow up to court. I believe, as I stated earlier, with rehabilitation, it's possible. Those drugs, we find that most of the time, the officers, they'll follow up to the consumers. But what we need to target is the suppliers. When you go to the stage, you'll find those people, somebody holding a soda. That is not a soda. It already has drugs inside. So if we follow up with those sellers, the suppliers, then we'll be able to control the substance itself, not the consumers directly. For consumers, we can rehabilitate them. We can talk to them, do some counseling, engage social workers. But now we have to target the producers and the sellers, and we'll be able to curb the issues in the municipality.
Okay, thank you. So, in case a section of municipality maybe they felt that they are marginalized and they don't have even representation in the board. So, what advice will you give to the existing board about the marginalized area that is not represented? And it is an area that the municipality collects their revenue.
Thank you, Chair. I believe as a board member, I don't represent only the ward which I come from. We represent the whole municipality. So when we come up with a development plan, we have to ensure within that development plans, we get the views of the community in general and see the current development, those who are marginalized, how we are going to improve. So as a board, we represent the whole municipality. So we'll have to ensure services is delivered to all members. It's not possible to have a representation from all areas. So as a public officer or the one which we will be entrusted with the work, he has to ensure we do without having other areas left behind. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Before I welcome Honorable Matata, you have not presented academic certificates.
Sorry, Chair, you had only requested for
Okay.
the clearances. I have all.
Thank you. Let me welcome Honorable Matata.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Maybe my question, now that you are an advocate by profession, you know more on Chapter 6 of the Constitution.
Yes, Chair.
Can you elaborate?
Thank you, Chair. Chapter 6 provides about leadership and integrity. According to the scope of the whole chapter, just to summarize, it's about any state officer, when delivering service, should ensure he does so objectively and impartially, so that it cannot be interfered with maybe nepotism or any other issues that will lead to some people complaining. Yeah, so it has to be with integrity and impartiality and follow the values which are set out in the Constitution.
My second question is, according to the Urban Areas and Cities Act, what are some of the parameters that are considered before an area is upgraded to a municipality?
Thank you, Chair. The first thing I believe is about the population. The population, it has to be above 250,000. And also the ability for that area to collect revenues which will be sufficiently used in providing services to the people, the population in the area. Also the ability of the...
Kindly hold your mic properly.
Thank you. And also the ability of to provide the proper waste management, efficient waste management, and infrastructure that will be sufficient. For example, the road network, the street lighting has to be okay, health facilities, disaster management, all that has to be considered. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm going to give you a minute for closing remarks.
Thank you, Chair. I appreciate the time that you have given me and the opportunity that you have granted me to be able to come before you. I believe if I am given the opportunity, I'll deliver the service and ensure that we achieve a vision for the Kapsabet municipality. Thank you.
Thank you so much for attending this approval hearing. The committee shall retreat to assess your competence.
I appreciate. Thank you.
Clerk, kindly hand over the documents. Kindly confirm if all are available. Thank you so much. You are free to leave. Sachin, can you usher out the nominee?